Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. Our patient is Z690 because you guys love to torture me with 1700 sockets. There's one pin broken, the second pin broken here, and other than that, it doesn't look too bad. There's something here. What is this? Thermal paste? It's probably. I don't want to put it in the cleaner, because then I have to wait at least a day before I can actually work on it. Otherwise the board is gonna popcorn. So let's see if we can just remove it. It's it's not like it's gonna hurt anything, but once this compound mixes with flax, it could be a little bit of an issue. All right, that should be it. We got a few resistors on the left over here. Let's put some Captain tape on it. From now on I do that. I didn't used to do that, but I had an issue on one board, luckily not a customer board. When removing the socket, I pushed some of these, because obviously they're floating. So usually you worry about the ones in the center, right, not to move the caps, but sometimes you can just move some of these and they will be floating, right, because the temperature is going to be relatively high around the socket. So just to protect it, obviously don't take the Captain tape too early when the board is still hot, because then you're going to remove the components. They're going to stay on the tape. But the important part is that on the right we have nothing, because when I lift the socket I just kind of move it across here, right? And do we have outline? Again, very crappy outline, but what are you gonna do? It's always that bottom line is kind of covered by the socket, and this one sits here, and the top line and the left line also, the socket is sitting. So the bottom left corner, that's usually comes to the rescue. Let's look at it from this perspective. Yeah, okay. All right, may the torture begin. Alrighty, and we are done. Not much to it. Let's see, the socket alignment is perfect. We're sitting exactly like we did before. More light over here. Alright, a little pushed from the right line and sitting on the left line. Left line is visible from this side. The bottom corner, looking good. Everything's looking good. Cleanliness, very nice. I mean, you could fight over that little sweaty spots, right? But again, this you could just spray it with alcohol and stuff, but this will disappear over time by itself. It'll just evaporate. It's not really a flux residue, it's more of a cleaner residue. Now, I used ceramic for this actually. I went back to ceramic because it's so much easier to clean. Not in the ultrasonic cleaner. After I wick it, it's so runny that I can just push a paper towel onto those cups, and it will just, the paper towel will just soak all that flux from in between. And now the Omega 559 is superior to ceramic for sure. It doesn't boil, or at least not violently. It stays in place, it behaves perfectly, but that's how it works. For different purposes, you want different flux. So, you know, you might say that ceramic sucks, and you wouldn't be wrong, but for some purposes, it's the best out there. But this is it. Okay, let's put the cap on it. Let it dry. Come on, there. All right. Let it dry a little bit more, and we're shipping it back to the customer. Thank you very much for your business. This should work. It dropped at roughly 200, a little above 200, but it started dropping much earlier than they normally do, at least according to what I saw in the footage, but correct me if I'm wrong. But we're going to 215 just so it reflows nicely. Also, one thing that kind of went wrong, not really, but there's a hole inside here in the socket, right in the center of the socket. And once I put, I drown the socket in flux so I can wick it. That's how I usually do it. The flux from the center went through that hole onto the heater. And then when I started preheating, suddenly a lot of smoke. And I'm thinking, the board is not hot enough to smoke this much. What's going on? But the flux was on the heater, and now there's a big black spot on it that I need to clean. It's not easy. Once it burns to that, it creates ember essentially. So it's not easy to clean. But it's not smoking anymore, just some residue left. So I'll figure that out. Alrighty, thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you guys in the next one.